Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Evolution pay-per-view results from the first ever all-women's WWE Evolution pay-per-view, opening up with a video package. We're live from the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York, as Michael Coleslaw welcomes us to the show. His audio is messed up, as it sounds like he's giving the intro to the pay-per-view. Coleslaw is joined in by Renee Young and Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. We go to the ring, and out is guitarist Nita Strauss performing. Lizzie Hale starts performing Evolution at the entranceway with her drummer. We go to ringside to Cole, Renee, and Phoenix. Renee says this means the world to her, and Beth talks about how this has been a long time coming. First matchup, you got Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alicia Fox and Mickie James. And I predicted, just as I predicted, Alicia Fox would replace Alexa Bliss. We got the ring. Lillian returns to introduce the opener. Hall of Famer Trish makes her way out first, and then Lita. Then the injured Alexa Bliss was out next, originally scheduled for this match. Bliss takes the mic and welcomes us to Evolution. She promises this will be an amazing night. She jokes that this is past bedtime for Trish and Lita, but they need to turn their hearing aids up and focus on Bliss's introduces the true pioneers of the women's division, Alicia and Mickie. Bell rings and Mickie starts off with Lita. Fan chant for Lita is they take Mickie to the corner. Mickie goes for a cheap shot and Lita drops her. Lita takes control with Lita Conrana and a clothesline. Lita with more offense until Mickie knees her and tags in Fox. Fan chant, you still got it at Lita. Lita fights off Fox and Mickie as she comes back in. Lita tags in Trish for a pop. Lita leaps off Trish's back and hits a double clothesline in the corner. Trish waits for Fox to get up. Now it's fan chant her name. Trish hip tosses Fox as they lock up again. Fox gets behind, but Trish counters and takes her down. Trish keeps control, and you still got it chant starts up. Mickie tags in, and fans pop for her, and Trish going at it. Mickie gets in Trish's face, and they have words. Trish mocks Mickie, and they go at it, trading holds in the middle of the ring. Trish gets the upper hand. Trish with a Thesz press and the right hand to unload. Mickie catches Trish with a big kick to the face. Mickie counters, and they tangle up high in the corner again. Trading shots on the rope now. Trish hits a Hurricane Rana for a close 2 count. Lita tags back in, but Fox and Mickie regroup on the outside. Blix talks strategy with them, but they lock up. They look to be walking out on the match. Trish and Lita stop them, and they brawl. The brawl continues on the outside. Lita brings Mickie back in the ring. Fox charges with a boot, but accidentally drops Mickie. Lita drops Fox. Lita goes to the top for a lion's on Mickie, but Bliss gets involved and Lita lands hard. The ref did not see the interference. Mickie works Lita over. Mickie keeps Lita down by her leg now. Fox tags in, and they keep Lita near the corner. Mickie keeps Lita grounded. Lita fights free, but Mickie knees her in the face. Mickie with a cheap shot to Trish. Trish runs in, but the referee stops her. Lita ends up dropped again by Mickie neckbreaker. Mickie covers for a 2 count. Fox tags in for a double team on Lita. Fox with a Norlight suplex for a 2 count. Fox shows frustration, and she didn't get the pinfall. And she keeps Lita grounded. Bliss looks on. Lita fights free and nails an inverted DDT. Trish and Mickie tag in at the same time. Trish unloads with strikes and headlock takedowns. Trish plants Mickie for a 2 count. Trish with several big chops out. Mickie keeps Trish and rolls her up for a 2 count. Mickie kicks Trish and goes for a DDT, but it's blocked. Trish hits a Satisfaction for the pin on Mickie, but Fox breaks it up. Lita takes Fox out with a twist of fate. Lita goes to the top, hits her moonsault on Fox and Mickey at the same time. Mickey gets up, but Trish drops her with a chick kick to get the pinfall. After match, the Hall of Famers celebrate. We go to replays. Lita and Trish pose in the corners as Bliss leaves with Mickey and Fox. Back from a break, Kayla Braxton is backstage with the Bella Twins. Bella shuts Kayla down when she asks about making the feud with Ronda Rousey personal, saying Rousey made it personal first. Nikki Bella talks about facing Rousey tonight and says she will dedicate the win over Rousey to a special person, Rousey's mother. She talks about how Rousey's mom deserves better, so she will be an honorable member of the Bella Army tonight. Nikki says the only thing ending tonight is Rousey's title reign because she will walk out of her own show with the title tonight. We have her word. The Bella Twins walk off. We'll see how much of the Bella word it is. Coleslaw leads us to a video package with several superstars commenting on what Evolution means to them. The video features Asuka, Kelly Kelly, Lillian Garcia, and Sasha Banks. 20 women battle royal for the future title shot. My feed goes out when the first couple were introduced, so I actually missed the first part of the match. Let's go to the ring. Lillian Garcia goes over the rules for tonight's battle royal for the future title shot. Naomi was out first. Jimmy Uso cheering his wife on tonight from ringside. Coleslaw shows us a Spanish and German announce team at ringside. Michelle Cole was out next, followed by Sonya Deville, Hall of Famer Alundra Blaze, and Carmella. That's where my feed goes out. We see R-Truth in the crowd as it went out. As he was cheering Carmella on, Zelina Vega was out next, followed by Kelly Kelly, Tamina Snuka, Ember Moon, Lana, Maria Kanellis, Mandy Rose, Molly Holly, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Hall of Famer, Ivory, and Asuka. We see The Miz and Maurice in the crowd cheering on Asuka. Mike Kanellis was also shown in the crowd with their daughter. Tori Wilson was out next, followed by the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Peyton and Billie take the mic as the other female superstars look on. They mock Long Island and take shots at some of the stars in the ring. They enter the ring, still talking trash on the mic. Bell rings and everyone goes after the Iconics. They are quickly eliminated by the veterans. Hey fan, they called out Medusa, Alundra Blaze, and she wasn't the first ones eliminated. Haha. As they are quickly eliminated by the veterans, as current superstars look on, not looking happy, the veterans turn around, and the current superstars are staring them down, surrounding them. Maria is with the veterans. A big brawl breaks out. Alundra works on Tamina. Mandy and Deville eliminate Molly first. Deville and Rose double team Kelly now. Kelly is eliminated. Dana and Ivory go at it. Tori fights off Deville. Tori tries to dump Deville, but Rose makes a save. Maria and Vega go at it. Deville and Rose eliminate Tori next. Rose shoves Deville off the apron and eliminates her partner. Deville kicks Tori on the outside. Blaze clotheslines Asuka and Naomi at the same time. Jax scoops Alundra and dumps her for the elimination. Maria unloads on Jax and hits a DDT. Ember goes at it with Carmella. Maria drops Tamina and hits a Bronco Buster in the corner. Jax scoops Maria and then eliminates her. Vega with a double knees on Tamina in the corner. Rose rocks Jax. Tamina super kicks Vega. Tamina with Samoa drop to Carmella. Jax and Tamina face off in the middle of the ring as the crowd pops. I believe my feed came in at that point. Lana approached, but they yell and turn to start attacking the other competitors together. Jax and Tamina drop everyone and turn their attention back to each other. Lana tries to keep the peace again, but she slaps Tamina and then kicks Jax. This does nothing but anger them, and Lana gets dropped. Lana is then eliminated by Tamina. Jackson scoops Tamina. Asuka unloads on Jax. Yep, my feed has came in. At this point, back in as Naomi joins in. We get an 8-woman suplex attempt in the middle of the ring now, and it goes over. Carmella is the only one standing, but she stops for a dance break. Truth loves it. Ivory approaches Carmella, and they start dancing together in the middle of the ring. Mandy tries to eliminate Ivory, but Carmella assists and Rose is eliminated. McCool and Carmella go at it now. Moon eliminates Dana. McCool knocks Moon out of the air with a big boot. Asuka works over Jax in the corner with Naomi helping her. Moon eliminates McCool. Asuka and Naomi double team Tamina now. Tamina eliminates Naomi as she charges in. Ivory slams Asuka on her face. Carmella kicks Jax, but Jax shoves her down. Moon drops Jax with a DDT. Moon and Carmella botching move. Carmella drops Moon in the corner. Carmella moonsaults and charges, but Moon sends her to the apron. Moon eliminates Carmella. It's down to Jax, Tamina, Ivory, Asuka, and Moon. Tamina works over Ivory in the corner. Ivory fights back for a shot. Ivory goes to the top and barely hits a crossbody on Tamina. Fan chant, "You still got it," as Ivory poses in the corner. Asuka tries to eliminate Ivory and they tangle. Asuka eliminates Ivory off the apron with a hip attack. Asuka, Moon, Jackson, Snuka are left. But apparently there is another person left as well. Asuka and Moon face off with Asuka smiling at her. I didn't even see her eliminated. She wasn't eliminated during the melee, during the break or anything. So, well, they shove each other and go at it. Asuka with a big knee to the face. Asuka misses a hip attack and Moon kicks her in the face. Moon eliminates Asuka. Moon turns around to a super kick from Tamina and she catches it and rocks her. Tamina with a spinning side slam to Moon. Jax grabs Tamina, but Tamina super kicks her. Moon rocks Tamina as a fan chant for Moon. Moon drop kicks Jax next. While she's down, Moon gets back and forth between Jax and Snuka. And Moon goes to the top and hits an eclipse on Tamina. Moon eliminates Tamina. It's down to France, Jax and Moon. Fans cheer them on as they face off. Jax shoves Moon to the mat and overpowers her. Jax tosses Moon across the ring. As the "Let's Go Ember" chant starts up in the crowd, Moon gets sent to the apron, but she hangs on and fights back. Moon tries to bring Jax over the top rope, but Jax resists. Zelina Vega runs in and tips them both to the apron. Since Vega was never eliminated, she thinks she won the match. Vega thinks she won, and they're still on the apron. Jax re-enters the ring, and Vega looks shocked. Vega turns, but Jax grabs her by her hair. Vega is up on Jax's back, but Jax powers up and presses Vega high in the air for a pop. Jax tosses Vega out of the ring on top of Tamina. Jax turns around to Moon, kicking her. Moon rocks Jax a few times and tries to get her over the rope. Moon charges, but Jax slams her hard into the mat from mid-move as Jax tosses Moon over the top for the win to earn the future title shot, which will be your next pay-per-view. After the match, Jax stands tall as gets emotional as her music plays. Jax earned a future title shot. We go to replays. Charlie Caruso enters the ring for a post-match interview. Caruso says Jax has just triumphed and made history. Fan chat for Jax as she takes the mic. Jax says it was amazing as she got to share the ring with so many talent, but right now her mind is on the Raw Women's title. Caruso asks who she would rather face, Nikki Bella or champion Ronda Rousey. Jax hopes they have a great match, but whoever wins, she hopes they have a great moment because it won't last long. Jax leaves the ring and embraces The Rock's mom, Anna Johnson, at ringside. We'll get a video of WWE's new international campaign with Girl Up. We see several other representatives in the crowd. Close all leads us to a video package of the 2018 Mae Young Classic. And that matchup is up next. The finals of the Mae Young Classic. Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. We go to the ring for the finals of the 2018 Mae Young Classic. They show the trophy that the winner will receive. We see reference Jessica Carr in the middle of the ring. Referee Jessica Carr awaiting in the middle of the ring. And we also see some of the other Mae Young Classic competitors in the crowd. Toni Storm is out first, followed by Io Shirai, as Kayla Braxton does the introductions. The bell rings and they go at it, back and forth start. Storm takes Shirai down, but they trade holds on the mat. They break and shake hands. They lock up again and trade more holds. Storm with the first 2 count. Shirai shows off some and drop kicks Storm. Shirai keeps up for a pop. Shirai stops Storm off and shows off some, taking Storm right into a submission. Shirai keeps Storm grounded as she tries to make it to the ropes. She finally does, and the hold is broken. Storm manages to land a big suplex to turn it around. Shirai ends up drop kicking Storm from the apron. After she hesitated, Shirai runs the ring, jumps up top, and nails a huge moonsault from the top to the floor on Storm. They battle on the apron now and trade shots and counters. Storm hits a German suplex on the apron, and Shirai falls to the floor. They come back in and trade shots in the middle of the ring again. Shirai unloads, more back and forth between the two. Shirai gets a very close 2 count and a springboard sunset flip. Shirai with stiff double knees in the corner. Shirai drags Storm over and walks over her. Shirai goes to the top for a Asai moonsault, but Storm gets her knees up. Storm hits a second Storm Zero for a fairly quick win. Winner of the 2018 Mae Young Classic, Toni Storm. After the match, Storm celebrates as we see the Mae Young competitors in the crowd clapping. Storm celebrates as Shirai recovers on the mat. We go to replay. Storm hugs Shirai as the music plays. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Performance Center assistant head coach Sarah Amato are in the ring now with flowers. Kayla announces Storm as the winner of the tournament, and she hugs Triple H, Stephanie, and Sarah. Coleslaw congratulates all 32 competitors from this year's tournament as Storm celebrates. We got another video with superstars discussing what evolution means. This video featured Alundra Blaze, Eve Torres, and Naomi. The Riot Squad versus Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Bayley was up next. We go to the ring. Out comes the Riot Squad: Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott. Coleslaw shows us some of the other international announced teams in the arena tonight. And Sasha Banks is out first for her team. Natalya was out next. Bayley is out last, and she joins her partners as they head to the ring together. Finn Balor is shown in front row to support Bayley. His Mixed Match Challenge partner, Natalya, starts off with Liv. Liv takes it to the corner and slaps Natalya. Natalya gets angry and unloads into the ropes. Liv comes back with a kick and a takedown. Liv taunts Natalya a few times, but Natalya slaps her. Banks tags in for a hard attack. Logan tags in and goes at it with Banks. But Banks gets the upper hand for a 2 count. Banks takes Logan to their corner and tags in Bayley for some double teaming. Bayley knocks Logan off the apron. After some double teaming, Bayley with a drop kick through the ropes. Bayley brings it back into the ring, goes to drop kick Ruby through the turnbuckles, but it backfires and Logan pins Bayley against the ring post with boots. Logan with a 2 count on Bayley. Liv tags in, kicks Bayley as Logan holds her. Liv keeps Bayley down, works her over as fans try to rally for Bayley. Bayley fights back, but Liv rams her into the corner. Logan tags back in and manhandles Bayley to the mat. Ruby tags back in. Logan is right back in to keep Bayley down. Bayley bounces off the turnbuckles as Logan keeps control in the corner. Bayley counters and Logan hits the turnbuckles face first. Bayley manages to help knock Ruby and Liv down from their corner as she tangles with Logan. Ruby tags in, but it backfires as Liv gets knocked off the apron. Bayley crawls for a tag after getting an opening. Logan pulls Natalya off the apron and clotheslines her on the floor. Liv stops Bayley from getting to the corner. Bayley fights off Liv and Ruby now. Bayley kicks Ruby back and Banks gets a hot tag. Banks knocks Logan off the apron and unloads on Ruby with a drop kick. Banks kicks Ruby and charges in the corner and gets sent to the apron. Sasha then with a knee from the apron. Sasha goes to the top and nails the knees to Riott for a 2 count. Banks and Riott go at it. Riott blocks the backstabber. More back and forth. Banks with a big knee, but Riott kicks her in the face. Bayley tags in. Banks with a backstabber on Ruby as Bayley hits a Bayley to belly suplex. Liv knocks Banks into Bayley to make the save on the pin. Logan drags Ruby to their corner and tags in. Banks knocks Liv off the apron and hits the knees on Logan. Banks faces the crowd for a pop. Banks runs the ropes and goes to launch herself over onto all 3 opponents, but Banks botches and gets stuck on the ropes. Then hits the apron. The Riot Squad turns that into a big launch into the barrier. Logan brings Banks back into the ring for a close 2 count. But Logan puts Banks on her shoulders as Liv goes to the top For the big double team Doomsday device, Logan is illegal again after a double team, but Natalya breaks up the pin on Banks. Logan sends Natalya out and keeps control of Banks. Liv tags in for another double team on Banks with Logan. Ruby tags in and goes to the top, but Bayley comes in and lays on top of Banks to protect her. Ruby leaps off the top anyway and lands on Banks and Bayley. Ruby covers Banks, but she still manages to kick out at 2. Riot Squad can't believe it. Liv tags in, but misses a kick to Banks. Ruby tags back in. Logan tries to slam Ruby on Banks, but Banks moves. Natalya comes in and unloads on Logan. Ruby tags in and Natalya doesn't see it. Natalya slams Logan, but in comes Ruby. Natalya rocks her and slams her on top of Logan. Natalya goes for a double sharpshooter on Logan and Riot. She gets it locked in, but Liv breaks it up as a legal person. Liv with two count on Natalya. Liv with a big stomp on the back of Natalya's head in the corner. Liv charges, but Natalya lifts her up for a power bomb. Bayley follows up and hits the top rope elbow after a power bomb. Banks goes to the top and hits Frog Splash on Liv for the pin and the win. After the bell, the winners stand tall as Banks' music hits and JoJo announces the result. We go to replays. Banks, Natalya, and Bayley hug in the middle of the ring as Riot Squad heads to the back. We get another video package of superstars discussing what Evolution means to them. This one features Molly Holly, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Stephanie McMahon. The announcers give thanks to the men who also made Evolution possible. They lead us to a video package for tonight's WWE Women's Title match. Women's Title match, Shayna Baszler. It's an NXT Women's Title match, Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. We go to the ring. Out first comes Shayna Baszler. We see MMA horsewomen Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke watching at ringside. Expect some interference in this match, as they are part of the show. They are part of NXT, as well as some other NXT superstars in attendance. NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane was out next with the title on her in her treasure chest. We get formal ring introductions from Braxton. The bell rings. The car is back as a referee for this match. They lock up and trade holds with Baszler, getting the upper hand first. More back and forth. Sane with a leg sweep that takes Baszler down. Sane counters a kick and keeps control. Sane ducks another kick and goes for the back elbow, but Baszler applies a sleeper hold. Sane comes back with a back jawbreaker. Sane taunts Baszler and charges in with a sliding clothesline and gets the ropes. Sane with boots to the gut. Now as Baszler rolls out to the floor, Sane follows and keeps control. Sane jumps off the steel steps but misses. Baszler runs into a big slap and goes down. Sane charges and gets the steps, but Baszler blocks her. Baszler drives Sane into the steps. Baszler brings it back into the ring and delivers a big knee to the face in the corner. Baszler with another big knee in the corner. Baszler slams Sane on her face for a 2 count. Baszler works on the arm, wrist, fingers while Sane is down. Sane bends the arm back and stands on the fingers as the referee warns her. Baszler looks to break Sane's hand as the crowd pops in disgust. It was nasty looking. Baszler with another pin attempt and some more offense on the arm while Sane is down. Sane rolls Baszler up for a close 2 count out of nowhere. Baszler comes right back and takes Sane to the mat, working on her arm again. They trade big shots in the middle of the ring now. Sane ends up dropping Baszler and stunning her, but they're both down. Fan champ for NXT. Sane applies the anchor, but it's broken. Sane keeps control and nails a high impact spear out of the corner. Sane yells out as the crowd pops. Sane stomps around and walks the plank as Baszler recovers. Sane with a big shoulder thrust in the corner. Sane with a neck breaker for a close 2 count, more back and forth. Sane goes up top, but Baszler cuts her off. Baszler hangs Sane by her arm while standing on the turnbuckles. Sane screams in pain. Baszler drops Sane to the floor as the referee warns her. Baszler looks down at Sane and mocks her. She counters the move and nails a big DDT in the middle of the ring. Sane goes to the top for the insane elbow, but Baszler rolls out of the way to the floor. Sane is still on the top of the ropes as she turns and leaps out to Baszler on the floor, taking her down. Fan chant for NXT again. Baszler sidesteps and sends Sane into the barrier. Sane then sends Baszler over the barrier into the first row of the crowd, where the other NXT superstars were. Sane brings Baszler over, but Duke grabs Sane's hair. Sane drops her with a back fist. Duke lands on the other side of the barrier at ringside. Sane goes to the top, but Shafir interferes for the apron. Just like I predicted in the results. Sane grabs Shafir and drops her off the apron with a back fist. Baszler takes advantage and drops Sane from the behind with the Kirifuda clutch. Sane turns that into a 2 count. Sane with another pin attempt. Duke gets involved again from the apron. And the referee, as the referee misses it, Baszler with another Kirifuda clutch. Sane starts fading this time. The referee calls the match. And she just stalls and barely even raises her arm and just stops the match. Winner of the match. And new NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. After the match, Baszler takes the title and has her arm raised as music hits. We go to replays. Baszler leaves Shafir and Duke as Sane recovers. Coleslaw leads us to another video package with several superstars commenting on what Evolution means. The video features Ember Moon, Otto Johnson, Vicky Guerrero, and Maurice. We get a video package for tonight's SmackDown Women's title match. Last women standing for the SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. We go to the ring. Out first comes Charlotte Flair, and JoJo does the ring introductions. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch was out next. Flair does a stare down. We get formal ring introduction from JoJo. Fans start chanting for Becky as we get ready to go. The bell rings and they stare each other down. Flair and Becky miss big boots to start. They show each other up and talk some trash. Flair drops Becky first and taunts her with a Flair strut. Becky slides out of a slam and clotheslines Flair. Becky with more trash talking. Flair keeps up. Becky charges, but Flair takes her down. Becky ends up dropping Flair with a flying clothesline. Becky mocks the strut and drops an elbow as fans continue to chant her name. Becky drops a leg on Flair and tells the referee to count, but Flair makes it up at 4. Flair ends up on the apron, but she fights back. Flair goes up to the top, but Becky cuts her off and brings her to the mat. Referee counts, but Flair is back up at 3. Becky nails a big exploder suplex and tells the referee to count. Flair is back up at 3. Becky catches a big boot and drops Flair. Becky goes to the second rope, but misses as Flair sidesteps. Flair with a big boot. Referee counts as Becky makes it up at 4. Fans are doing the dueling chants for both wrestlers. Becky tosses Flair to the floor. The referee counts, but Flair gets up. And Becky meets her with several kendo stick shots on the outside. Becky unloads with a stick. Flair blocks the stick shot, but Becky kicks her down. Fans chant for tables as Becky keeps control on the outside. Becky grabs a steel chair from under the ring. They both start filling the ring with chairs now. Flair brings a table from under the ring, but Becky runs over and leaps off the steps, taking Flair down on the outside. Flair comes back with a suplex on the floor. Referee counts, but Becky gets up at 5. Flair is standing on the table up, but Becky comes over with a steel chair shot to the back. Becky with another chair shot to the gut. Another chair shot to bring Flair down. A "You Deserve It" chant breaks out for the crowd again. Becky brings Flair back into the ring where a pile of chairs are. Referee counts while Flair slowly gets to her feet. Becky launches Flair onto the pile of chairs. Referee counts again on Flair. Becky stacks several chairs on top of each other. Becky goes for the Bexploder on the second chairs, but Flair fights off. Flair drops Becky neck first on the chairs, and they both go down. Referee counts. They get up, and Flair goes to the outside, bringing a table into the ring. Becky with a springboard kick to drop Flair off the apron to the outside. Becky stands the table up in the ring as the referee counts Flair outside. Flair comes back in, but gets dropped for another 2 count. It's the last man standing, not a count out. Can't be counted out because it's the last man standing. Just because you're outside the ring doesn't mean you're down. Well, back to the action. Flair comes back in and gets dropped for another count. Flair makes it back up at 8. Becky places Flair on top of the table. Becky climbs to the top, but Flair brings her down and stomps away as fans boo. Flair places Becky on top of the table and punches her several times. Flair goes to the top to moonsault Becky through the table, but she botches it a bit, and they both land on the mat. The table is turned upside down, but not broken. The referee counts. Flair gets up and stands the table back up. Flair positions Becky on the table once again. Flair goes up for another moonsault attempt. Instead, Flair flips off the top and puts Becky through the table. The referee counts. They both get up right before the 10 count. Flair stands the ladder up in the middle of the ring again. Becky drops her and pushes the ladder over. Becky scoops Flair and slams her on top of the ladder on the mat. Referee counts and Becky grabs her, but Flair counters and takes the knee out from behind. Flair drags Becky over and wraps her legs around the ladder. Flair stomps on the knee while it's wrapped around the ladder. Flair drops back with the figure 4 wrapped around the ladder. She bridges it into the figure 8, still with Becky's legs tied up in the ladder. Becky taps, but they won't in the match because it's a 10 count. Becky grabs a steel chair, breaks a hold with a chair shot to Flair. Fans are dueling chants again. Becky goes to the floor and slowly gets up. Flair follows, but Becky sends her into the steel steps. Becky sends Flair into the steel ring post next, face first. Referee counts. Flair now. Becky grabs her title and starts walking away through the crowd. Flair runs after her and stops her. Flair with chops. Becky fights back and trades shots in the production area in the crowd. Flair unloads with chops. Flair brings Becky back over the barrier to the ringside area. Flair takes apart the German announce table. Flair slams Becky's face into another announce table. Flair brings another ladder from under the ring now. Flair stands the ladder up and ringside and climbs, but Becky nails her with the title. Becky talks trash and slams Flair's face first into the announce table. Becky positions Flair on the German announce table and climbs the ladder as fans cheer. Becky leaps off the ladder and puts Flair through it with a double leg drop. They're both down as the referee starts counting. Flair screams and asks if that's all Becky has. Becky attacks her and unloads those strikes. Becky stacks a bunch of announcer chairs on top of Flair, burying her under the debris. Becky places a table on top of the announcer chairs and tells the referee to count. Flair fights through the table and the debris and makes it up at 9. Becky pleads as Flair stumbles her way. Flair grabs a kendo stick and unloads on Becky with it. Flair with a spear on the floor. Referee counts, but Flair drags Becky over a few feet. Flair stands up a table on the outside. Flair positions Becky on the table and goes to the top. Becky jumps up and grabs Flair for a power bomb. Becky power bombs Flair from the top turnbuckle through the table on the floor. Referee counts, but Flair looks like she's going to make it to her feet. Flair stumbles but can't stand up straight as the referee counts to 10. Winner and still champion Becky Lynch. After the match, Becky takes the title and celebrates as the music hits. Fans cheer both competitors on after the battle. Referees call for more referees to come out and check on Flair as Becky makes her exit, yelling about being the best. We go to replays. Becky stands tall at the entrance and raises her title. The emotional Flair recovers at ringside and looks around. As they go to a break, and announcers go over to WWE Crown Jewel card as fans boo the event. Coleslaw leads us to a video package for tonight's main event. Raw Women's title match is up next. Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey. We go to the ring for tonight's main event. Alice first comes with Bella Twins. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey went out next with formal ring introductions from JoJo. And also her husband's at ringside. The bell rings and Rousey takes Bella down first. Rousey toys and with Nikki and pushes her back to her feet. Rousey with another takedown and some focus on the arm while they're on the mat. Nikki charges with a big forearm shot. Brie ends up providing a distraction at ringside and turning it around for Nikki. Nikki sends Rousey into the ring post and brings it back in for a 2 count. Nikki works Rousey over in the ring and talks some trash. They go to the floor. Nikki sends Rousey into the barrier. Nikki brings her back into the ring as Brie turns her on. Nikki with push-ups and smiles to taunt Rousey. Rousey then breaks a hole and Nikki keeps her grounded. Nikki with more offense on her feet now. Rousey tosses Nikki to the mat, but Nikki ends up coming back with a springboard kick to the face for a 2 count. Fans a dueling chance as Nikki continues to keep control of Rousey. Nikki takes it back to the top for a superplex, but Rousey pushes her to the mat. Brie runs interference again, allowing Nikki to take back control. Nikki goes back to the top and Rousey blocks a superplex. Rousey stands tall on top and leaps out with a crossbody, but Nikki moves and Rousey lands hard. Rousey catches a kick and drops Nikki. Rousey stands up with Nikki on her shoulders. Brie gets on the apron, but Rousey grabs Brie as well, putting her on her shoulders with Nikki. Rousey slams both of the Bella Twins. Attitude adjustment. Rousey, the referee checks on Nikki, and it looks like something could be wrong. Rousey tells Nikki to come on and bring it. Rousey stands up and gets hyped up. Nikki gets driven back into the corner. Rousey unloads and strikes in the corner. Rousey launches Nikki across the ring and mounts her with some more strikes. Rousey then handles Nikki some more as Brie looks on. Rousey grabs Nikki out of the corner and launches her over her head with a suplex. Nikki tries to lead through the crowd, but Rousey stops her. Brie interferes, but Rousey tosses her over the announce table. They bring it back in the ring, but Nikki catches Rousey with an Alabama slam. What they call it? Alabama slam. Isn't that the power slam that Braun Strowman does? And Dr. Death. Rousey ends up running into the ring post. Nikki catches her and hits a rack attack 2.0 for another close 2 count. Nikki can't believe it, and she throws a tantrum, Alicia Fox style. Nikki fights Rousey off on the corner and drops her. Rousey runs up on the top with Nikki and launches her to the mat. Rousey goes into the armbar in the middle of the ring and drops back on it. Nikki quickly taps out winner and still champion Ronda Rousey. After the match, Rousey stands tall and raises her title as the music hits. Rousey goes to ringside to kiss her husband Travis Brown, and she also hugs some family members in front row as we go to replays. The Bella Twins look on from the entrance as Rousey continues her ringside celebration. Rousey gets back in the ring and raises her title as the music plays. We see Nia Jax backstage watching the celebration. Rousey exits the ring and greets fans in the front row as she heads to the back. Rousey is then met by the entire women's locker room on the stage. First ever All Women's Evolution pay-per-view goes off the air with the women's division celebrating with Rousey on the stage. And that concludes my results for Women's Evolution. Thanks again. See you. What I want to be at. You don't know, just call me. Brothers and sisters, if you don't know, just call me.